God said that's she go out. I'm just gonna stop for talking to your friend.
He doesn't like me there. He's managing her because of price.
Listen, in the champagne, he washes her underwear.
You know what? Did I come here to be awake at night? Don't piss me off with that.
This house and drama 5 and 6. Like at this point, nobody wants to be caught slacking. Normally on Sundays, like after the live eviction show, there's usually this calmness in the house. But these days we get chaos any time of the day from anybody, unexpected, expected. Everybody's just always ready for some kind of drama, right? So last night a lot happened. Like it was fully packed drama. Just the one thing that this house means like more than just like the normal fight is when somebody is being exposed or something. They'll just be shouting, hey, when there's an expose or something, they're always so excited, right? So I'm here to give you guys all the tea. And in fact, let's just get into it before I start giving you guys think pieces. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video. So, you guys know I told you that Doris was definitely going to pick up an actual fight with Gigi if she was still in the house this week, but we were deprived of that, by Gigi's eviction. They should have just postponed it. They would have said, okay, maybe Tuesday eviction. Let's just see how that will play out. And Doris said it herself that she's lucky that she left that's on Sunday. They would have definitely had to trash it out. I don't know whether it would have been chaotic or it would have been like normal, but
But they're still your
they
friends.
would have definitely trashed it out. So she was just telling the scenario about like the whole thing and saying that like why can't you have a thing with your friend? Like you can still talk to your friend. It's not like she ever really stopped her from talking to Denari, right?
God said that's she go out. I'm just gonna stop for talking to your friend. But they're still your friends. You just need to be like, oh, sorry, excuse me. If I respect the friendship, and you can see that I'm showing the friendship, why do you have to make it a discourse? But I guess it was before that time, so I'll give her that.
Then she now said something. Apparently, Gigi told Denari that she wishes she had like more like focused on him first before victory. That's giving him like that room, or she wishes her idea inside first before victory. That's basically what it was about. And I was like, yeah, for real, for real. This is what Doris said, yeah. According to Doris, allegedly. According to Doris, I'm sure maybe in Gigi's media round by this morning she would have heard it. Let's now hear what she has to say about that. But for if that's what she said, then that's actually crazy. Meaning that she likes Denari more than this whole friendship bestie thing that she's talking about. Maybe on getting to know him, she was like, okay, maybe something for fits up here. So she's wishing she'd not give him the she didn't give victory that much of her time and gave it to Denari instead.
So you never helped him, and you're supposed to be my friend. Then when we started getting to know each other, you now started telling him things like, "Oh, I wish I showed more interest in you than victory."
Really?
And Denari
Says that?
yeah, and Denari was like, "Oh no, that was just liked only Doris in the entire house from jump."
this week would have been extra interesting, but I believe it's still going to be interesting, Sha. This house means are dramatic enough to bring us, different forms of drama. It's all right. It's okay. Kind of negotiate. She said Denari basically said that it's just Doris that he has liked since in the house. So yeah, that one they did like old couple already. Then Isabella was just talking about like Selma always throwing shades at her, that she sees the things that Thelma does. She hears the shades that are being thrown at her, but she doesn't like respond. She doesn't care. And that even Sultana also like throws shades. There was a shade that she mentioned that Sultana threw at her, right? And the reason I'm bringing this is because when Thelma and Isabella's fight was brewing, I told you guys that there's something cooking here. So right now, I believe that there's something also cooking between Isabella and Sultana, because Sultana has been on about Isabella for some time since they had that issue that was kind of like minor. So Sultana has been like, one way or the other, like saying one or two things here and there. So there's something cooking. When it finally done, we will see the result of the meal.
The shades you throw at me, I wear it as an armor. Even today too, Sultana did it. Doris said, what is good for the goose is good for the ganja. And I now replied, Sultana now said, whether as if I know the meaning, I be the meaning. I hear all these things. But you're so invincible, you're irrelevant.
So that should be like something we go through as per, oh, so you don't have sense, like as if you understand what is good for the good is good for the gander narrating. Almost like, okay, you don't understand that. It's giving you don't have sense kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. So Ivata and Mensan, they had a whole thing last night. Ivata was literally on a, what would I call it? On a full blown rant. Like she crashed out. She fully crashed out on top like Mensan's situation because she heard him talking about her with Bright. Right. So but before that, this particular situation happened after the live eviction show. She was telling IMISI about like how Mensan behaves sometimes, about like, when she cooks and maybe sometimes he may not be appreciative and all of that. That sometimes you even go ahead to laugh about the food and maybe the taste or something with culture, right? So she was basically talking about Mensan and his attitude towards her, right? This was before the fight thing even happened.
Okay, it's a joke, but it became somehow like you put
There's
an
some certain
effort.
things you don't
Yeah,
joke about
you put
because you
effort
don't
into
people
it.
understand.
Or you keep quiet. I'll see him telling culture that laughing about the food. I'm just like, I beg.
Now, Benson was now talking about her with, uh, what's his name, Bright, in the kitchen, right? And I didn't particularly hear what they were saying because it wasn't loud. But the thing I heard was like this one, Abina, yeah, this one. He refers to her as, I'll be this girl, I'll be this one. And she heard that one. She saw it was Bright's movement that even made her know. Bright self no get coding. Like if somebody is gossiping with you and they say this one, you not just turn like, the way you just turn immediately. That's what gave it off that they were talking about Ivatar, and then she clocked it and then went at Mensan almost immediately. Like, why are you always talking about me? I've been minding my business, stay on your own, leave me alone, stop talking about me to everybody. Da 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 da. I say, okay.
Why are you looking back? Are you talking about me? Because I'm not going to find you funny. Who did you mean by this girl?
So, like I said, it was that turning. I don't know if you guys saw observed the way. In fact, she even said, "Why are you turning back?" That's when she like real. That's what made her know that she was one we were talking about, and then she now started genuine about the him talking about her, Mensa talking about her to different people. That he spoke about her to Gigi, her best friend. I don't know how many best friends Gigi has, but he spoke about her to Gigi. He spoke about her to several other people, according to her, and that she should stop talking about her. He should face her if there's anything he has to say to her.
Talking about me. Gigi told me this morning you're going to my friend. Now you're doing this girl to me. Can't you fucking leave me alone? Minding my business. You're going to every single person in the house talking about me.
So Mensan wasn't responding, right? Mensan did not say anything to her at all. He was just like there with Bright and some guys. I think Koi was head of house there at that point. Koi was telling her to just telling him to like just keep that same vibe. I should not just say anything. She just continued the way he was not responding. So Mensan didn't say anything at all, right? And then she now proceeded to like say it was basically an expose telling.
Everybody will do their washing. You know.
Sorry, let me just take this off. Okay, yeah. So she was basically like exposing so many things about him at this point. Like, one, she spoke about the towel, him that he's the one that's to like take. Abby sometimes he goes take towels from the washed one that he will not drop his own for washing, and then you take another person's own. She now also said that you were telling me to avoid cable, but meanwhile you were telling Sultana that you wanted to sleep on her bed, and that's when everybody started reacting like, hey. Then the last one she now spoke about was the whole thing of like him say something about midday, not like him midday. and that he's just managing her because of Bright. That's the one that everybody was like, hey, and then Midena responded. Right. So she basically exposed certain things that he said or that he did.
You now go and be collecting people's clean towels. Somebody telling me not to talk to people about the but you're telling Sultana to sleep on your bed. He doesn't like me there, he's managing her because of Bright. You didn't manage me! I don't die!
Baba just weak. I think at this point he badly wanted to respond, but he was just trying to still hold himself, right? This whole thing of the thing is like if it's about him talking about her, I know he does speak about her to like certain people and say certain things, but I feel like she does the same, right? Because she was literally just speaking to him about him before this happened, and then culture also mentioned it, which I'm going to play later. So it's like a two-way thing. I think it's just because this one happened in her presence and she overheard him like referring to her like that. But this one of her like exposing the things that he did or he said, especially that whole midday thing, it get her severe. I understand that she was crashing out, and it was basically her pouring out all the things she had bottled up. And when you're crashing out, sometimes you just do the most and say the most. But all these small small things that somebody would just say, obviously, is going to like um set up the person for beef or create some form of issue, like creates issues between him and the person, right? Now, like I said, you see how they are setting up a microphone for her to talk and fanning her to say more. That is what these housemates are good at. So they just kept like, encouraging her to say more things. Basically, she should let it all out.
I will give your indomie to somebody who was standing there, rude boy. He said they not born the person who born your papa, not born your papa well.
So, this matter, I just think that this their friendship. I don't know. On different occasions, I brought a video where Avatar was telling him that she didn't want him to be like acting like they are in a relationship or they are in something when they are basically not. That they should just keep it on a friendship level and stuff, right? And then she didn't also like how um chummy touchy he was, right? So I've watched that part, I've seen those things, and I've heard her complain about how he has treated her on like several occasions, which I think it get us a B, right? But then I think now this whole issue is as a result of them not being in good terms. When it comes to friendship things, I don't even to judge them, they tire me. Anyway, what gave rise to this his situation with Sultana is also because our Avatar revealed to her what he said. So Avatar basically told Sultana that he said that she should avoid Sultana and she should mind the kind of people that she's rolling with. Almost like Sultana is a bad influence. That's how the talk came across. Although him was saying that he didn't say avoid Sultana, he was saying that she should be careful the kind of conversations she has. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said when he had to do with Sultana. Now the situation there was another situation. The whole bed situation now is what he wanted to address because Avatar mentioned that he said he wanted to sleep on Sultana's bed. So he went to address it to Sultana that he didn't say anything like that. That they were all joking. Sultana now said no, that it was not said like a joke. That it was a serious thing. That he was even pissed off that day, right?
All those things I said, even in public, they are all joking. He said he's not big brother that I will be doing that, blah, 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 blah. If I'm not going to sleep, he was going to go and call IVATAR to go and sleep in his bed. That was what he said.
So, that was Sultana's own conversation. She was just saying she was clearing it because Mensa went to meet her to clear it, and then she now said, "This is what you said." Faith also confirmed her story, Sha. So, since there are two people there, and then Mensa is saying that it was a joke. I don't know. Sometimes he jokes a lot, yeah, but sometimes he get as he joke. Sometimes he might be serious, and then he will now probably cover it with joke or something. So the whole Sultana bed thing. But the Sultana bed thing happened since. But Sultana has been carrying it in mind since Ivata told her the whole thing of told her what he supposedly said. So now Sultana just like expressed herself after this conversation. It became like a full-blown argument, full-blown fight that Coyote decided not to show us. The cameraman, if you're wondering who Coyote is, they decided not to show us inside the house. They took the camera outside, so much happened within that time that they were not capturing them, so much so that Mensan even broke a plate on the floor. He threw a plate. He was pissed off. He threw a plate on the floor. I don't know if it was directed at anybody. I think somebody was saying he wanted to throw something at Sultana or whatnot. But that for the plates, he threw it on the floor out of anger. So as he threw it, the splash now from the plate. Some of it touched Joanna, and I think she mentioned that it injured her a little. So she was pissed off at him. That's at Mensa. She was just like vexing, shouting that this is the second time he's doing something like he's doing something that she doesn't like, that she not try it again. Almost she went at him like really hard.
You know when I have you, are you mad? This is the second time. The first time you called me one time, you go, I not like it. It's not about sorry, it's the intention. I was right there. I had an accident 2 months ago. This leg is not. Hey, shut up, let me talk. The next time you try to harm me again, I promise I will go home because of you.
The way this house makes us talk about going home, I'm going because I'll go home because of you. If you do this, I'll go home. I'll beat you and go home. I'll do this and go home. Noise. Always making noise. If you try this, I'll go home because of you. Oh, let's see who now actually carry out the going home thing because of anybody. They're always threatening with that, and I'll just be laughing. Now the thing is, the Joanna thing. Mesa was telling her that it was not intentional, right? Because she was saying it's the intention. Somebody that just tuned in and was listening to Joanna's complaint would think that it was both of them that were fighting. So, but obviously the fight was not between them. It was what he did that splashed at her, right? So I understand her being pissed off, and then based off of the fact that she was injured and everything, that can be annoying. And she has mentioned that it was the second time, but the way it was her saying it's the intention, you think that okay, it was like directed at her, which wasn't the case, right? It was something that was thrown on the floor and it got to her. And I think that this may actually attract a strike from Big Brother, or I don't even know whether to call that something that will attract a strike, because this year the things that Big Brother has been overlooking, I think at this point he's just going to allow this house to be on a freestyle mode. But let's see. I think by this evening we'll know whether anything is going to come out of it. He might give him a punishment, and I think that's where Mensan messed up. Like, why are you breaking a plate? Why are you doing that? Like, you were doing so well by not responding, then just holding yourself. Even if you wanted to defend yourself, you would have defended yourself in a different way. It's now when Sultana came into the picture that he now responded and now did the most. So the moment you do that kind of thing, the whole thing just switches up on you. Because at this point, they were now gentering Mensa that why would he do that? They were now on his case. So in that aspect, he definitely shouldn't have done that. Destruction of Big Brother's property. Anyway, let's see what's going to happen. So he was explaining to Koi that he stopped talking to Sultana because of Ivata, because of the fights that Ivata had with Sultana and everything, and then just basically talking about the conversations that he has had with Ivata. He spoke to Rude Boy about it too. That Ivata was now saying like he has not done the needful or something. And what I got from that was basically him implying that Ivata wanted more from their situationship, but he wasn't, pushing for it. And then that's when she now decided to step back. So he was explaining his own side of things to some of the housemates.
You're the one that used to say, I'm supposed to, I know what to do, I'm not doing it. Tell like that, I'm friend. All of us they do friend. The friend that you play, all of us they play. Sometimes I'll be folding something, she will spank me.
So I don't know, whatever. Maybe brother decides to give his verdict, we'll know whether anything is going to happen, right? And then Midday complained about Imisi. She said that Imisi came at her for not carrying her snail. in fact, I'm going to talk about the head of house games very soon so that you guys will understand. So, Mide is the house snail, and she was given a punishment to carry this, to wear this hat and like a long snail shell type thing, very long and heavy. So apparently, she wanted to, pack her clothes from outside and put in her box. So she put it down, and she said because they didn't show us, according to her, that Imisi was like basically shouting at her that she's going to report to Big Brother if she doesn't carry it and stuff. And then she was like she said she told her that she didn't like it and she kept on doing it. And she now felt some type of way about it. And that if Imisi should come for her like anytime during the week, that she's ready for her. Right? Yeah.
I'm struggling with one thing, I'm doing one thing, I care with me, and you start shouting at me. I'll report you to Vicky if you don't carry that snail. Fuck it. Just pulling me, like, it was just. And I told you, I don't like it. You kept on doing it. She enters my traps. I don't care what I'm making her the victim. She will be my perfect victim.
She also spoke about like, housemates just basically walking on eggshells when it has to do with like Imisi because they don't want to make her appear like the victim, and maybe being scared of have fans on the outside just like arising. It's basically arisers. Arisers. Anyway, so obviously, she was saying that that's not going to be her problem. That's when if anything, if Missy does anything to her, she's going to respond to her. Now, everybody not show us this one. If everybody did not show us this conversation, and we just saw a fight that came out of nowhere, would have been like trying to connect the dots, right? So, anyway, that's for that. And then Sultana was talking about Bright. She said that on Saturday, I mean Thursday. Anyway, she was trying to go swim. I don't know whether that Saturday I mean that Thursday. She wanted to go swim. She wanted to change to her bikini because they can swim whenever they want. Apparently, I've seen them in the pool at several times at different occasions that were not pool party days. So she said she was trying to go, and then right now came and held her waist and whispered something in her ears. I say, hey, it's all right. And then Doris spoke about Mide washing. Sorry, yeah, spoke about Mide, brides washing Mide's underwear, washing her pants, and all of that.
I was trying to wear my signature to go and swim. I wore pant and bra first. I was running to the bathroom to go and ease myself. He grabbed my wrist, pulled me, and was talking behind my ear. You know, see me, they don't catch him. You know, see, he dey wash her pan. He washes her underwear. That's not too far.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Anyway, I don't know what to say. Like this is a one-sided story, so let's not. I'm not gonna say so much about it. But if it's true, then yeah, I guess Bryce is moving funny. Anyway, since he did not hear this, so he cannot respond, and we don't know this allegedly. If I say allegedly, Doris said her own, Sultana said her own. We're just going to leave it at that. So for the head of house games, it was quite interesting and crazy. So it had to do with a lot of irritating things. So this sack bag that they gave them, they were irritating things inside, and they had to, do sack race different groups. So the winner from each group would qualify for the next round, right? So Doris won in her group. Then the second part was for them to pack spiders. They had to kneel down and grab some spiders. The person that was like for the people that qualified, they said the person that is able to grab the most spiders will qualify for the final round. Or the two people, right? So Bryce was here, Coin, Jason J, Doris, culture. They were the five people that qualified. So they basically just went around trying to pick up spiders and stuff. And yeah, at the end of the day, the two people that qualified from this round were Doris and Jason. And this was the most irritating part of the whole thing. They had to find the head of house like letters in this irritating soup, whatever it is that was smelling, because the housemates were like, this whole thing was smelling. So they had to find the head of house, and there were other letters in it. So they were digging, using their mouths. Ew, it was so irritating, you guys. I don't know what this week is going to be like. I guess it's going to be irritating things. In fact, like, see their faces. Oh gosh. Anyway, Jason won. People that still congratulated Doris because Doris really tried, So, but Jason won, and he now picked Koi to share the head of house lounge with. An interesting pick.
Coin.
An interesting what? Pick. Anyway, kind of negodu. Mide is the house snail for the week, and then she was very dramatic when they announced her as the house snail.
MIDE.
So this is the stuff that they told her to carry. Me brother, you're not a nice person at all. So this is the load she has to carry throughout the week. Hey, it's a lot. So Jesse went to explain to Sultana why he couldn't pick her, why he didn't pick her. Right. So it's basically, temptation things, temptation couple, telling her that there's no way he would have been able to like keep to himself if he had picked her. And he would have been tempted to do things, and he doesn't want to do that because of his girlfriend outside. I say, all right.
I cannot be in the same room with you alone and not do anything. It's impossible. And if you're not lying to yourself, you will know that's impossible.
Then he also spoke about his whole situation. He said he had a bad week last week, and then spoke about his smoking, his performing not so well in arena games, and just trying to get back on track. That he fell off track, and that's why he even went to reconcile with Didi so that he can just get everything off of his mind. So this is him trying to get back on track, and he doesn't want any kind of distractions, or doesn't want anything that's going to hold him back. So it was a thing of, oh, it's me, it's not you, kind of kind of stuck, kind of gist.
I was back to back smoking. I'm playing around in the arena. So I just realized that I've swayed off course and I needed to find myself back. And that was why I started with settling the day issue because I didn't want anything that would hold me back.
Then, yeah, what's her name? Dede has her besties in the head of house lounge, and now they were having a family meeting. She was basically telling them that they should be ready to give her whatever she wants from the head of house lounge, that they should promise her and everything. So they were just joking about it, Sha, and while they were having their family meeting, Coin said he's not going to give. Jason was like, she's sure that she will get what she wants, so she doesn't have to bother. I was like, not so bad after all.
Have your two closest people inside that place. There's nothing you want that you don't get. Why
Just tell him that they said they should get whatever she wants.
you will not get anything. Lucky. You see, power is.
Jason, you can't go. You're the head of the family. You need to organize this family.
Meanwhile, Ivatar and Capable, just after the fight, they were together. They spent the most time together. They were together a lot last night. And I was like, okay, for men's and what am I saying? Kibobo. Sorry, yeah, Kibobo. For Kibobo, they told him that this kitchen thing, whether not only they are in the day all the time. So now he has decided to live there and he's not chilling with Ivata. Ivata on her own. She and Mensa are no longer like in good terms. So I guess this is a couple in the making. We are watching. Then we had Kola and Imisi. Imisi was expressing some form of jealousy about Kola, saying that, oh, he had started getting close to Gigi. So based on her eviction, he was saying that, oh, he was already getting close to her. Imisi now told him that he should not worry, that she's going to also find another person that she'll be getting close to. Kola now said that, you're my younger sister and nobody can replace you. She was like, even though she's going to find like other people, right?
Like today, you are saying you really getting close. She's alright. Damn, I shall go to.
Me and Gigi, we had a good listen.
My sister, nobody should
Yeah, I know, like I'm saying to be close,
They
like
told
to
the
get
girl
to.
one feet, but you had to give one feet.
Then he now set her up. Oh. So they were playing, and he told her to punch him, which she did. And the next thing they were like, Missy, is that how we used to play? Kola was not denying as if he didn't tell her to punch him. She was like, "Why are you making me look like a bad person? You told me to do this and stuff." She was so surprised. She was like, "Hey, Kola don't set me up for you."
Oh, no go easy. Never to chat on the play.
Ola, why did you tell me to avoid person? He was since morning he has been telling me to punch his
Can I
hand.
tell you to punch my hand?
Yeah, I don't like it. He was the one that told me to be punching.
Is it a monkey bag?
Then last night, some of the housemates were, in one of the rooms chilling. They basically did like a sleepover type thing. So they were all in the room gisting, laughing. And then Big Soso was already asleep. I think, yeah, I think she was already asleep before they started their noise making. They woke her up with their noise. She was pissed off, telling them that they needed to stop making noise. They should let her sleep. She went to tell head of house. She came back. They were still there. She went to carry pots from the kitchen to come and also make noise. It was a whole lot. Faith now. It's not carry something to give her while she was ranting. Nabina, is it microphone he was trying to put? She was just like pissed off by the whole thing. They were as she was complaining as if they were annoying her more.
You don't know what that room is so empty. There's nobody there. You guys can have the garden. You can stay in the living room. You can stay in the fucking kitchen. Did I come here to be awake at night? Don't piss me off with that.
What did they do for me?
Faith is a nuisance. This housemate, they can frustrate your life. Like I understood Soso's anger. Like I'm basically sleeping. It was 2:45 a.m. at this time. I'm sleeping, lights are off. You guys said that it's noise that you are going to be making and all of that. So I understood that point, but like in some sets, they're not even going to answer you. They'll continue their G's like that though. Anyway, they later left the room, right, to allow her have her peace. I said, okay, oh, you people are very nice people. So that's it for this video. We don't do gist for here. If you're still here at this point, you're the real OG. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bye. Love you.